All right, continuation, but the whole point of this, man, okay, I'm gonna just get it. You go to Genesis 27, because this is where it all goes back to. You see? This is where it all goes back to. This is Genesis 27, and let me see. Right? In Genesis 27, I start Genesis 27 and 30. It says, and it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone from out of the presence, from the presence of Isaac, his father, that Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting, and he also made savory meat and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, who? Where is he that hath taken venison and brought it me, and I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed him? Yeah, he shall be blessed. And when Esau Salakia heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding big cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, my father. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. Which really, if you go into Romans, the 9th chapter, the Lord had already set it up that it will happen that way, because really the blessing and the birthright was it was Jacob's to begin with, man. It was never you Edomites. You see? So it says, and he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, for he have supplanted me these two times. It says he took away, hold on. Alright. It says he took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. He said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. With corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? Okay, and that happened, from time to time. It's been times we took down these Edomites during the time of King Solomon, during the time of Joshua, you see, and then the Dark Ages. And then he broke that yoke. And now we enter into this coming to pass once again. But this time it's gonna be for good, man, until he's annihilated, man. You see? But he also received that temporary blessing which we're living in right now. It says, and Esau said unto his father, has thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, man, which he has right now, the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, because he's in power. You see? But this was just temporal. It wasn't to last forever. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, which he did already. But this is the last hurrah for him. And it says in Esau hated Jacob, right? He hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob, man. Okay? This whole vaccination process that he's trying to kick into you people, mainly you tribes, okay, it's really just him trying to exterminate you, because the way he looks at it is, if I could get them to take this vaccination, it destroys them, and his chip as well, you see, they're going to be destroyed, man. He's put, whatever them vaccinations is going to put you to death, man, okay? At the end of the day, that's what it's going to lead to, whether it puts you to death on the spot, or it slowly puts you to death, or you die because you took it, man, you see? But the way he's looking at it is, if I could annihilate these Israelites, if I could annihilate, he could annihilate you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those of our people that look like the other nations. You see, if he could annihilate all of you, then the Most High will really have no choice but to give him the birthright and the blessing. This is how he thinks he's going to get it back, man. Okay? This is what he's trying to do. This is what they've been trying to do forever now. Okay? But like I said, this is his last hoorah. So he's going to go all out, man. You know? That's all it comes down to. Him trying to destroy Jacob, man. Slaying his brother Jacob, man. You know? This is actually, I'll just get this. Jeremiah 30 and 13 says, there is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines, man. Outside of Yahweh by Shema Shah, because he's the true, physician, like I said earlier. Everybody outside these heathens, they're not going to come to your aid for anything. Whether it's sickness or whether it's mental sickness, a spiritual sickness, or physical sickness, man. He's not going to come to your aid, man. Esau wants to destroy us, man. And he's made that clear throughout history. You see, this is not just a right now event. This is throughout history, man. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, because he's your main enemy. Okay, all these heathen enemies, but he's the main enemy. He's your natural born enemy. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusts the soul of his wickedness. And this what they've been doing, this is just, this is just another, plot against us. This is just one of many things, man. You see? He gave Gad, the so-called Native Americans, what did he give them? He gave them smallpox, man. Blankets with smallpox on it, man. Okay, the Tuskegee experiment. You see, they was testing the disease on Jake to see how, you will react, to it, or what will happen to you. And they didn't cure you after that, man. So what makes you think all of a sudden, this whole COVID-19 situation, now he wants to help you? You see? All these things he did to destroy you, now all of a sudden he wants to help you. It don't make sense. It's not adding up. Because he's not trying to help you. He's being the devil. He's being the wolf. You see? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed, beware of him. And thou shalt be on to him as if he had wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether been wiped away, man. You see, like I said, give an Edomite, a drink, or let him be high on drugs, or piss him off good enough. He'll show his true colors towards you tribes, man. He'll let you know he hates you, man. You see, this whole facade that they put on, that they like you, shake your hand, have a good conversation with them, it's all a facade, man. They hate your guts, man. You see? They hate you. And it's hard for our people to believe that. They can't see past a handshake and a smile, man. Especially when it comes to Esau. That's a part of his subtlety, though. That's a part of his craftiness. That's why he's called the serpent. You see, a serpent, it slithers up on you when you least expect it, man. But it says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to slay you Israelites. He's trying to get you out the picture. Okay, in this new order of his, which is a fabricated kingdom of heaven, which is a mocking, what we got coming to us, because he can't get it. You see? And then he's trying to get in your seat, basically. You see? This is what he's trying to do. Who will pity a charmer that has been with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast, so that one goeth to a sinner is defiled with him in his sins? Who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. And enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. This vaccine is going to help you. Everything's going to go back to normal, right? But in his heart, he imagined how to throw you into a pit, which is this system is a pit, okay? A pit, if you go into it, is a destruction, man. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Just like, these Edomites in this one. Stories. Right there, they talking like this is shocking and this is upsetting. Something has to be done about it. But deep down inside, they all for it, man. They all for Edomite supremacy, man. Okay? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Which is understandable. If you in power, you're going to want to be about your nation being in power. So, okay. But, he would not be satisfied with blood, man. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And a lot of, Jakes that believe in this man, his system, and his vaccine, his chip, whatever he got coming to you, okay? All you that look to this man for help, you gonna find out the hard way that this man was really out to get you. He was out to destroy you, man. You see? That he really hated you. You know? He would shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. That's what's gonna happen to a lot of Israelites when this shit really hits, man. A lot of them gonna have to find out the hard way, man. When these Joe Six-Pack Edomites you work with, when these Joe Six-Pack Edomites you work with, you thought was your friend, when all hell breaks loose, they be with their buddies and they see you by yourself. They tie you to a back of a pickup truck and start driving down the street while you alive on that pickup truck, then lynch you and set you on fire, cut your rod off, because that's what they was doing back in the day. A lot of those jakes that they hung, they cut their rod off, man. The ones that you see their clothes was ripped up, they chopped their rod off. And then sent, those as postcards to relatives. This is what they do. This is what they about. So this man, everything he's coming with is all deceit, man. It's all war with them. You see? It's in the book of John. I think John the 14th chapter. You type that in. John 14. Alright. This is John. I start John 14:4. It says, "And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know." Then Thomas said unto the Lord, "We know not whither thou goest. How can we know the way?" Right? That's how our people as a whole think. What do? How are we gonna get out of this situation? How are we gonna get rid of this man? You see? That seeks what? Our destruction, man. In the 6th verse, and Yahweh said unto him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life, man. No man comes unto the Father but by me." Okay? Because it's an order. In order to get to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, you have to go through Yahweh Shah, man. And if you take Yahweh Shah out of the picture, then you just through. He's that mediator between, he's that mediator. But Yahweh Shah is the way, man. Let me get this. Yep, this is Isaiah 42 and 20. It's 42 and 22. Right? This is Isaiah 42. I actually started 18. It says, "Hear ye deaf, and look ye blind, that ye may see. Who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant? Seeing many things, but thou observest not, opening the ears, but hearest not. The Lord is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the law and make it honorable." And this is what Yahweh Shah is coming to do. He's coming to take down, okay, these heathen, with you Edomites on top, right? And he's going, when you took down all your wickedness, your wicked laws and so-called justice, that's going to be done away with. And the laws, statutes, commandments will be magnified on earth, man, with the people of Israel ruling, you see, under Yahweh or Yahweh Shah, man, okay? But this is a people robbed, which you know who this is talking about. You're talking about the Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, We were robbed, okay, and spoiled, man. We were robbed of our land, our heritage. We were robbed of everything, man. We don't have nothing to set up. You see? But this is the people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. And they are hid in prison houses, man, which the prison houses, you know, represents these different, countries and lands we've been scattered, man. And then within those lands, you got the actual prison system, man. Because who actually makes up the majority of the bulk of the prison population is mostly Judah and the southern and northern kingdom, man. You Israelites, man. You see? Here it is. The Edomites commit more crimes on the planet Earth than anybody else, but you make up the majority of prison population, man. See? You gotta ask yourself, how is that? But it says they are hidden prison houses. They are for a prey by who? These heathen. And none deliver for a spoil, and none saith restore. Because these heathens are not about you coming back to your heritage. They're not about you coming back in the power period. They want you to stay in this estate. Because they could keep ruling, they could keep doing what they want to, and they could keep having their way with you. But that's not going to happen according to prophecy. According to prophecy, the Lord's going to, actually, you know what? Let me keep going. The Lord's going to fix that. Okay? Reparations is not going to do that. A vaccine ain't going to do that. A microchip ain't going to do that. Okay? Nothing outside of Yahweh Yahushua is going to do that. Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken here for the time to come? Who gave Jacob, you Israelites, for a spoil, and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord? The Lord gave us in the hands of this man. The Lord allowed this man to take us down because of our disobedience. He against whom we have sinned. For they were not walking his ways, neither were they obedient unto his law. Therefore he had poured upon him the fear of his anger and the strength of battle, and have set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and burned him, yet he laid it not to heart, man. So the way the Lord showed his anger was by putting us in captivity, as he did throughout the book of Judges, man. When we were disobedient, we were always going to captivity on the heathen. It's the same thing on this side. But the Lord is going to do away with all that, man. He's going to, turn things around, man. He's going to restore us, man. Okay? When you restore something, you fix something, you heal something. Esau can't do that. Esau's not about that. He's not programmed to restore you Israelites, man. He's programmed to make you go off, and he's programmed to try to be your enemy, for one, and try to destroy you, man. Okay? So, I'm going to start Isaiah 1:22, right? And 21, actually. He says, how is the faithful city? Because we was that faithful city, man. We the only ones that really reverence the higher power and believe in the higher power. These other nations, they worship the creation more than the creator, man. And becoming harlot. It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers. Thy silver has become dross, for silver is a precious metal. Okay, but it said become dross, man. It's become no good. Thy wine mixed with water. Thy princes are rebellious, and the companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and follow after rewards. And that's our people to a T. They judge not the fatherless, neither does the cause of the widow come on to them. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of my enemies. And I will turn... Come on. Phone just froze up on me. Slacky, the phone just froze up. Alright, I'm going to pick up where I left off. Let me read it again. It's not even Isaiah, the first chapter. I gotta hurry back inside, for they raise hell. But I'm gonna read again. It says the 24th verse. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of my adversaries, which is these heathens. And you got 2/3. The Lord got a bone to pick with 2/3 of you as well. That's why 2/3 of you can't get it, because the Lord is going to judge you, man, for your wickedness now, for the wickedness you did back in the ancient world, man. And avenge me of my enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy tin. And that's happening with that remnant. The remnant is coming back to Yahweh Yahushua with obedience, and he's slowly purging away, the tin, or the weakness that we have on this side, man. You see? That old man, like the scriptures say. He's slowly purging that away, man. Okay? And soon that's going to be our whole nation. All the wickedness is going to be done away with. And I will restore thy judges as the first, as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. And the destruction of the transgression of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord Yahweh shall be consumed. But they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. Speaking of our people, because they choose this society over Yahweh Yahushua, over the kingdom. But they're going to be ashamed on the other side for a period of time. They're not going to be ashamed forever. For ye shall be as an oak whose leaf fadeth, and as a garden that hath no water. And the strong shall be as a tow, and the make of it as a spark, and they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. And that's talking about this nuclear destruction that's coming. Okay? 2/3 you will burn up with Esau, man. When Esau society is burned up, 2/3 you're going to be burnt up with them, man. But you're going to come back on the other side righteous, man. Right, man. You see? You're gonna be good, man. No more sickness, no more ailments, no more oppression, no more nothing. We're gonna be good, we're gonna be set. You see? We ain't gonna need to worry about a vaccine or the police and nothing like that. That's gonna be done away with, man. Okay? So I'm gonna end it there. Call hello Allah Yahweh by Shema Shah. Yahweh Ratazah. This was edifying. Baba Kasha, Baba Bo, Baba Bo, Abba Ha Ayapia, Abba Ha Ayapia. Shalom to the elect and to the few Akwaf that do listen, learn, and believe. Shalom. And don't take the vaccine or that shit.